Hey guys, what's up? Mark with Till Designs here live. We're going to do a little t-shirt project. One of the new Snoopy transfers. Keyword's going to be football. When you're hopping on, say hi. If the live is up here somewhere, it means I'm live. If not, type hashtag replay. How was everybody tonight? I'm going to find my video and set the timer for picking names. So we need y'all to comment, all that good stuff. Just give me a second here. Oh, it's doing that thing she talked about. It shows up as a reel. Give it just a second here. Alright. Try to refresh. But yeah, this is what's this one called? Peanut Football, that's what it'll be called. Has a little bit of everything on it. So I'm gonna make myself a t-shirt. And then I'm just gonna use a couple of the random cutouts and do a couple just to kind of show you different ways to do it. I have the timer set, so everybody comment please. Let me get this thing refreshed and see if I can get my video to pull up here. She said it's been being weird. The shoulders are real, and then you keep clicking it, and it like fixes itself, I guess. So let's see. Britt she has a meeting right now, so that's why I'm live. Still doing it, so I'm not sure I see the video. So I'll come back to that in a minute. But yeah, she's in a meeting. Stuff with the business, team stuff, you know, all the good jazz. So I'm going to keep this simple. I'm going to use white on this t-shirt. Make myself a little football. When you're hopping on, comment football. Say hi. You guys know all that good stuff. So I'm not going to fuzz it. These are brand new, super sticky, reusable, all that good stuff. But when you put it on shirts or fabric, you don't really need to fuzz it. I have a little ink mat in there. So the biggest things you want to make sure it's nice and smooth and kind of centered where you want it. Let me try to get my video again. See if I can get it to... Not sure why I always gotta change stuff. There we go. Can I see comments now? I'm here. Let me see if I can get my comment pinned. Comment football. There we go. Hi guys, always takes me a second to get rolling here. Get that posted and pinned. All right. So yeah, Britt's in a meeting, do a little project. See what I can do. There's only, like I said, I've only inked a few times, but it's pretty simple. Like I said, the biggest thing is make sure it's nice and flat, and you get your transfer on, your design, whatever you're using on, straight. I just have a 9x12 ink mat in there. I thought about doing different colors and stuff, but then talked about it with Britt, and I'm just gonna like do all these little football designs in white right on the front. So that's what we're gonna do first. Now I'll kind of set it aside and dry, and we'll make a little cutouts. A couple little cutouts. What's up, guys? I think everything's working now. It's working. All right, we're good. How is everybody? I'm ready. So let's push it down. Super simple. I'm gonna use white ink. I almost use paste. See? Told you I'm a rookie. Let me find my white ink. Try to make sure you use the ink, the chalk ink. Because once we heat set it and everything, it'll be permanent. Now it's very important, of course, always check your fingers and all that good stuff. I haven't used that in a while. I gotta mix it up a little bit. So you don't make a mess. Let's see what I can do. I think this will turn out good. I'm so ready for football, as a lot of you guys probably are. So decided to make a little t-shirt here. Just gonna mix it a little bit. I'm gonna get a wet wipe ready. But as always, I'm sure I'll make a mess. You guys hear me okay? Everything good? I set my timer. Let me see if I can get my volume turned back on now that I got the video working. Hi guys. Alright, timer's on. We're rolling. Couple things. There was just the launch you guys know about. A bunch of new transfers. She wanted me to mention the bundle she did in the VIP group today. The Transfer Tuesday bundle is a Snoopy transfer that's already sold out. We have 13 left, and she's currently offering it to our members. So if anybody's interested, make sure you get it. She only got 13, and it's already sold out on the website. So check that out. It's in the VIP group. So I wanted to mention that. And now I'm going to start chalking. Again, this is ink. Don't make a mess. So I got to be a little extra careful because I'm pretty messy. Everything's pushed flat. So literally just got to push it through where the silk screen is, wherever the image is. And ink does not dry quite as fast, so I know you got a little more time to work with it. So I just want to make sure I get everything covered and pushed through nicely here. These are all cute little designs. I don't know if you've all seen this transfer yet, but it's pretty cool. It's got almost every character doing something football related. It's pretty cool. I'm not one that's good at talking and concentrating. See if I can check comments. Hi Vicky, what's up? Just hang out, comment. I had the timer going for the Sunday Fun Day. When it goes off, whoever the last comment, I will pick a name and put it in the basket. And then Monday-ish, we pull a winner or two, depending on how many are in there, for a free giveaway. Like I said, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to use it on a couple of little cutouts, the wooden cutouts to go along with it, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So this is permanent. Once it's heat set, go in the washer, all that good stuff. That's how simple it is. Super simple. Okay. Close this up. Make sure my hands are all good so I can pull it off. Hi Jen. How are you? Okay. That's so cool. Look at that. I'm gonna set that right over here. I'm actually gonna wash it right on our mat here in a second. Let me just hold it up, and I'm actually gonna move it to the side. I wanna make sure my fingers are clean. Simple projects, that's right. You guys know when I go live, I like a simple project. It's always a little more in depth when the lady's involved, but I'm actually gonna carefully move this and do a couple other things, and then we'll come back and we'll heat set it and stuff, but let me carefully see what I can hold this up for you guys. Look how cool that is. It's a nice little football shirt. I'm gonna set it over right over here for just a second. Then we're gonna wash our transfer, and I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but I do, like I said, these are all the cutouts that match that transfer, same design. So I'm gonna pick a couple, and we're just gonna do a couple simple shapes just to show you another way to use it. So this is how you wash it. It's a board eraser. That's all it is. Just get a little wet. Super simple. Wipe right up. Typically we do it in the sink, but we don't wash live very often, so I kind of got to do it to use it again. So it's really easy. Just make sure you get it clean, both sides, dry it off, and it gets its sticky back super easy, and it's ready to go again. It's kind of cool. I don't know how it works, honestly. It's pretty cool. So just like that. Hi guys. Where she gets her shirts, I don't know. I think she gets a lot of them off Amazon, honestly. I do. I just know that we got a little cupboard with different size shirts, and they're always ready to go for when we need a project. So I'm pretty sure Amazon, yes. So there we go. Clean. Super simple. I'm gonna go ahead and just set this off to the side here. But yeah, so guys, we've been working. We have a ton of different cutouts and retired stuff ready for whatever I was doing. Thursday night, 8 o'clock is our sale. You guys need to be there. The kids were helping us today, so I'm getting everything. You know how we can like glue dye everything together so you can see it. We got a lot of items. Autumn, Halloween, just literally everything. So make sure you're there to check it out. It's gonna be fun. And then we do, like I said, we do have some retired pastes and transfers and stuff as well, so it's always fun. So this Thursday, 8 o'clock. Let's see what I want to do. I'm gonna look at the transfer here. Yep, keywords football. I think I said that, but I'll say it again. I want to do this one. I'm going to keep them simple. I think I'm actually going to paint them white and then use black on it. So I'm going to do this one here because it's kind of like a bunch of the characters. I want to do, I'm so bad with names. I think that's Lucy. And then we'll do, I want to do 3. What's another one I can do here? How about this one? Snoopy with a helmet. Okay, those are the 3 we're going to do. But these are all the ones that all match the transfer. You can use on all sorts of different little things. I know. I'm so excited. We got one more preseason game, and then we're ready to roll. The other night, we played the Bears this weekend, but I honestly thought we were going to have some starters on. Like, I heard Alan was going to play us off, but Bills played no starters. We had one guy on defense out there to call the plays, and that's it. We had no other starters out there. We lost 38-0. It was terrible. I can't wait till actual teams on the field. It'll be so fun. All right. So let me get the ink over here so I don't use that. So I'm just going to paint them white quick. We're going to use black once they're dry. Oh, timer's going off. Good timing. Let's see. Last name is Lisa Roberts. So I'll restart the timer. I'm going to put you in the drawing hat. Or basket, excuse me. Yeah, you can, of course, like paint them up with colors and, you know, get pretty in depth if you want, but I'm a simple man. What can I say? Put Lisa in the basket over here. And then, let's see, a new brush. We're actually going to heat set too. I've only used this a couple times, so not sure how long it needs to warm up. So I'm going to let that cricket heat press thing warm up over there. I'll get a coat on these. This is just the paste version of the same thing we used on the shirt. Just white. Try not to make too big a mess on the side so I don't have to sand too much, but once you kind of go back over it with the transfer, you won't really see much of it anyway. So it's just kind of like a base coat on these little things. Can you, Terry Gaskin, can you cut me the little cow out again, please? I lost my other one. You lost, message Brett, Terry, because I won't remember. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think next week, Alan hasn't played at all. I'm assuming they're probably going to have him out there for a drive or something like all the starters. You know, just to kind of, I don't think he really needs it either, but I'm excited. It won't be long. There's something on there. A little piece of something on there. Yeah, so pumped. I can't believe, like, look how close it is September already. I just can't believe it's just such a blur. Been like so busy this year. And Dad's coming end of this week. Help me we got new exterior doors for the house. So he's coming to help me get those in finally. Finally gonna have a chance. So that'll be fun. Hopefully everything goes. They're a little bit bigger than what we already have, so we gotta like rip everything out and like rebuild the header, and hopefully everything goes okay, and I'm sure we'll get it. I've never done an exterior door, but I know my dad has, so it's always good to learn a little bit. Hi guys. Like I said, we're just hopping on. Britt's in a meeting with her teamies, so she couldn't be here. That's why she's inside. We're playing that game again. That's so fun. Like, I didn't think I'd love that game so much, but that murder game we've been playing is so fun. Oh my goodness. Like when you get down to the end, it's all luck when you roll the dice and you gotta move your marble around, but it's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, I guess that thing's ready already. That gets ready quick. That's the heat press thing over there. So that was it. Just gonna dry them. I'm gonna sand them. Hi Marcy, how are you? A couple things I'll mention again while I'm drying here because I know it's probably boring. The Transfer Tuesday bundle in the VIP group. Britt wanted me to mention it's a retired Peanuts transfer that's already sold out. And I think she said we have 13 left, so if you're interested, send her a message and get it because she's offering it to our members right now. So, like I said, it's in the VIP group. So, yeah, my dad he knows how to do everything. He's one of them guys who's so handy, and like I'm the same way. He's got more experience, obviously, but. So yeah, we're doing a sale Thursday night. We'll be there, and then Britta will get everything organized and invoiced and stuff Friday. So I think that's when he's going to come over and help me make a mess of the house. Get the doors tore out. It's super easy. Just make sure it's dry. Give it a light sand. You guys know, but it's so fun. The cutouts are just, I don't know. I think it's the coolest thing ever. Honestly, stuff you can do with our material and all that, like. I was going to show you a sneak peek, but I think we'll wait another day. But we have so many cute designs sitting over there, just on the other side of the camera for Thursday. So hopefully everybody can make it. I mean, a little Emery boards. Dad's our special. You're right. He's been My parents' entire life, they've always, no matter where they lived, always worked on the house, always changed stuff, always like redoing rooms. Like, it's just never ending. They just don't know how to. They get a little older now, obviously, but they're just constantly doing something. It's the best way to learn, though, is hands-on. I'm not one of the people that can, like, read a book and know how to do things, you know? I gotta do things hand-on. Don't make too big a mess here. We like to just sand the edges. Plus, you guys know, it gives us that little rusticy look. Actually, you didn't do too bad on this one here. How's everybody? Anything new going on? I know, so Delaney, I think Britt mentioned it last night. She was going to a concert for her birthday, so her father came earlier and got her, and they went all the way up to Buffalo. It's like a couple hours from our house, so it's like a good 2.5 hours from where they live, but she's up there at a Descendants. It's like a Disney thing. She's up there at the concert, so I'm sure she's having a blast. All right, so after you do that and sand it, you want to wax her a little bit. Just like that. Now, when you're using it on, I didn't fuzz it when you use it on the shirt, but you always want to make sure you fuzz it good when you're using any kind of transfer on wood or any kind of painted surface, because you can see, like, it's sticky so quick. Let me open this up a little bit here. I'm going to fuzz it real good a few times. And I'm going to see if I can cheat, since these are so small. Flip it over and line them all up from the back side here. There should be enough to hold it while I flip it back over. So here's Snoopy. Just like that. And I did this one. I'm so bad at the names of these guys. Of course, you guys know I'm so terrible at names to begin with. I know this football transfer is the best. That one's good, but this one's off a little bit. I'll go down a little bit. That's better. Got close. Got it close. This one too's got to shift just a little bit. See if I can get her. You could do them one at a time if you wanted to, but that's better. Well, biggest thing, make sure it's nice and flat. If you have any air bubbles, you're gonna have some issues because it's gonna want to bleed, and you don't want that to happen. So, okay. Thanks for hopping on for a few minutes, guys. Never quite as exciting when Britt's not out here because I do a little bit simpler projects, but that's all right. At least for here, right? Making a little project and crafting. How long do those crickets stay on? They stay on for a few minutes? So long. So I'm sure it's got some sort of like safety timer on it, like anything. I'll get these done. I'm gonna bring the shirt back over and make sure she's dry enough, and then heat set it. You can let it dry overnight if you want to. If you have some places, just set it off to the side. So again, I'm just pushing it through. Super simple. Clean off the excess. Just like that. Hi, Connie. Don't have to worry as much because I'm not on a t-shirt this time, but we got that. Look how cool, like the details. That's why I want to do it like a white and black. Look how cool those are. So there's that little guy. Pull this one off. There's Snoopy. And then we have, can't remember who's on this one. This got what, 4 characters on it? Snoopy, Charlie, is it Lucy, and someone help me. What are the 4 characters? I can never remember on that one. Let me throw those in my sink real quick. Someone tells me what the other one is. my hands pretty good here, so we're gonna bring the t-shirt back in a second. Throw it off to the side. Someone will remember. I know, black and white. Yeah, it does look that. You're right. Looks like little comics. Almost set on top of the other ones. Sally, is that it? There we go. Thank you. And we've done enough of these now. I think I could remember, but I just can't. Look how cool those are, though. Little detail. Like I said, you could even, if you did them in color, see how much. But I really like them like that. So I'm gonna leave them up here. Shelly McCollum. I'm gonna throw you in the basket quick. And let's check on our t-shirt here. Alright. Grab the shirt. Probably gonna have to dry it a little bit before I bring in the... You guys see those? I'm trying to leave it so you can see them. I don't want them in the way of my t-shirt here. See if I can carefully get this a little bit flat. Okay. See how we're doing. So I'm just gonna just dry it. I don't want you to take too much. So I'm just gonna dry it a little bit, and then we're gonna heat press it. We'll be ready. Those are cute, aren't they? Did everybody get a chance to grab all the new stuff? Like I said, I know some I can't keep track, but some stuff's already sold out. If you just hopped on, check out the VIP group. She has one in there. That's retired, if you remember, and you want to get it. Better check it out now because it's not going to last. The way to do this, it's got to be dry enough so you can safely remove the ink mat underneath. Just enough to kind of safely work with it. And I'm not very patient, so I just kind of get to the point I hope it's good enough. That's kind of how I roll. So now there's ink mat in here. I like this shirt. So this is a Comfort Color. This is a 2X ring spun cotton shirt. Comfort Color is the brand though. I know someone asked. I couldn't remember about the shirt, but Comfort Color. So this is a little ink pad sticky, so that's what holds the fabric where you want it when you're doing things. Alright, so now make sure it's flattish. That's all I know. And you want to grab the heat press. So first there's wax paper. You want to put those, wax paper. You want to put that down over it. And then grab your heat press and push one of these buttons. How do that one? There we go. Then it counts down. Just want to make sure you do everywhere good. So I'm kind of going to move it around slowly, so I might have to do it. Hi, Mom. Making a t-shirt. If I never thought you'd see the day I was making a t-shirt. Put them here. It's a new Peanuts football. I'll show you in a second. New launch. I don't know if you should hold it in one spot and then I'll maybe move it. It'll make more sense. So it has a 30-second timer on it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat how that works. You know, you put that on there, heat it up, it somehow seals it into the fabric, and then you can wash it and everything. It's just amazing. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like the transfer thing. They like always get sticky. Don't ask me how it works, but it does. It's pretty cool. I'm sure that's steaming a little bit. Then we're good. So set it back over here, and then you got to turn it inside out, and you do the same thing, and just like that, you have a t-shirt. Super simple. This is a thick t-shirt too. That's the right side. Yep. Usually you can like see your design through it, but it's like a heavy duty. Kind of like this shirt actually. It's not like light. It's like a nice material. I'm gonna get the other sleeve out of there. Okay. Same thing. Put it on there. Push the button. Good to go. Well, I appreciate everybody hopping out for a few minutes, doing a couple simple projects tonight. I'm sure the boss lady will be back on tomorrow. Was today Tuesday? Oh my goodness, what's today? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so tomorrow and then Thursday night's our sale, 8 o'clock. Check it out, guys. We have so much good stuff, as always. I don't think I have to do too much through this side, honestly. I got it pretty dry, so. Let's see. Let's shut that off. Ooh, look at that. So cool. I honestly, like I said, I never thought I'd be in my life making a t-shirt, but that's pretty cool. Let me slide these over so I can, well, I gotta get a thumbnail, so let me slide this stuff over here quick. You can put our little characters in the front. Hold this up. How'd I do? I think it was good. Hold it straight. What do you guys think? Turned out cute, didn't it? Couple of simple projects. We're done. I appreciate everybody for watching for a few minutes, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.